Hey guys, Clumsy here. Welcome back to Season 2 of ETS2. We're driving with the DAF XF 105 today. Still from the quick jobs, we still don't have our own truck. We are pretty poor, we are pretty low level. Level 1 only, 9,000 euros in the bank. So quite a ways off from buying our own truck, but thankfully, we have the quick jobs tune truck mod from JigSaw. So even if we're taking quick jobs, we can take those with the different config options that make things a little bit more exciting. Yeah. So today we're driving from Milan to Bologna. Should be a pretty interesting route. 209 kilometers, so should be fairly short. But we'll try to pass through some landmarks along the way and make it an enjoyable drive. I also have a couple of new mods that I want to thank you guys for recommending to me. But first, let's hear the engine sounds. So this is not SCS default. This is from RJ Productions SCS-TSRM. Not too shabby, eh? So this is the SCS-TSRM, which stands for SCS Truck Sounds Reworked MEGAPACK. Basically, the sounds are from EVR. I'll explain more in detail later, but yeah, don't blame me for the accessory choices, okay? As always, this is not me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is happening there? Alright, we're good to go. Oh, I love the growl of the engine in idle. Have a couple of new mods. You can notice probably the field of view of the mirrors are more realistic now. They're no longer wide angled. Let me show you that one. That one. That would make it easier to reverse. That is thanks to the True Mirror FOV. Thanks for recommending that to me, guys. So I did the search in the Steam Workshop. There are a couple of them that are nice, but I think this one is very up to date. I think it's the one from Edward. But anyway, as always, all these mods are in the video description. The mods list link is in the video description. So any of the mods I'm trying out here. So okay, what do you want to do now, lady? Okay, let's reverse here. Any of the mods I'm using you can check out. Okay. So mods list link in the video description. Mods list link in the video description. Let's repeat it one more time. Mods list link in the video description. You will not believe the number of comments I get asking for where to download the mods. So just one more time for good measure. Mods list link in the video description. Repeat after me. Nah, I think the message has sunk in for now. Alright, doing good. So yes, really enjoying the amount of mods that we have. Very nice combo. You might have noticed there as well as we were turning out of the pickup point of the company. There are more cars than usual. That is because we have a traffic mod enabled. We have, as you guys recommended, the D.B Creation traffic pack. That's also in the mods list. Okay, mods list link in the video description. Everyone comment mods list link in the video description. Comment down below so everyone who misses it will not miss it anymore. We'll see if that drives the message across. But yes, I'm using the D.B Creation traffic mod and I'm liking it so far. I've been trying out different traffic mods for the past few days. I really couldn't find something that is perfect because I think they all have their side effects when you increase the number of cars on the road. Then the inadequacies of the AI, the weirdness of the driving logic becomes more apparent. But so far I think that this one from D.B Creation is the best behaving one. I'm not sure how it compares with SIP's traffic density. That's the one I've been always using before. But yeah, I think I'm sticking with this for now. Anyway, we'll drive around. We'll see how we like it, and yeah, let's see how it compares and how the experience is. Okay, so you guys let me know how it looks outside, the number of cars, the variety of cars. We shouldn't be getting so many duplicate cars side by side. Should be different types all throughout. Lots of cars but different types. This guy's giving way. Oh, thank you. Right, so let's just discover this. I think this is what, an agency, or is this the Scania dealer? Can't remember actually. I think it's the Scania dealer. And I'm liking that FOV on the mirrors. So much easier to see from the side. You can gauge very well. It is the Scania dealer. You can gauge very well the distance thanks to that realistic FOV. You see less from it in terms of the scope, how far or how wide you see, but you see it better and you're able to gauge better how close you are. So I really like that. In terms of graphic mods, I'm still using NL. I'm using the new Project Next Gen 0.9 textures and vegetation, but the graphics itself, the weather, I'm still using NL. I did not like so much the Project Next Gen weather, to be honest. I know some people like it, but it still has that auto exposure problem. That thing where it suddenly gets dark everywhere because the sky is too bright. It's like you're looking up at the sky even if you're not, so everything else gets dark. It's quite realistic in a sense, but it's not good for trucking in my opinion because it darkens everything else. That guy came out of nowhere behind the truck. Close one. You cannot afford penalties, guys. You have to save every penny. Right, this is looking good though. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the weather, but the textures I definitely am. So I'm keeping those from Project Next Gen 0.9 recent update. Anyway, if we're lucky, 1.40 should be very close. That's at least what's happening in the rumor mill. In the next couple of weeks, if we're lucky, we'll get open beta, but no official word there. Everything is just conjecture and fearless forecast and whatnot. So here now you can see the number of cars are a lot more than usual, right? Just don't hit anything. There you go. Good, okay. Do we need lights on in daytime in Italy? Not sure, let's leave it off, it's too bright. Sure, you guys will let me know. I think we do though, because the cars, the AI cars have theirs on. Okay, let's keep ours on then, to be on the safe side. Very nice truck this is. Some of the accessories can be quite questionable, like the curtains, the double knobs on the steering wheel. I'm not a fan of those knobs. I guess they can be quite useful, but in some countries they're not legal actually, right? I'm not sure if in Europe they are. Was it in the US where they're not legal? I can't remember. Yeah, I'm not hugely fond of them. I think we should be here on the right side, and that might be a nice place to take a photo later on. Let me position myself here. Oh yeah, right atop that junction. This will be a perfect thumbnail, guys. Wait for it. Yeah, with that overlooking thing, that's going to be beautiful. Something like so. Like that. Okay, let's worry about that later. I'll take care of it later. Right, for now, there you go. You see huge amounts of traffic compared to the default. Actually, not so much, right? It's not like bumper to bumper, but it's definitely more than default, which is something I appreciate. Slow down bit by bit here, just engine braking. Should be around 30 kilometers per hour by the time we reach the toll gate. The engine sounds are not the best. They're not like Krishboom level, but they're much better than the SCS sounds. Before I enabled the mod, I accidentally forgot to enable it. So first, when I was trying things out before I started recording, I noticed that I checked the sounds out. It's like, is this the mod? This seems a bit off. And then I realized later on I forgot to turn it on. It's not active in the mods list, in the load order. I forgot to enable it. So I was apparently driving with default or turning the engine on with default sounds. So yeah, even in a blind test, a deaf test, I can distinguish the SCS sounds, because it's not very good when it comes to, especially when it comes to stepping on the accelerator and releasing it. Look at the amount of traffic on the opposite side. Nice to see that. Oh, that's actually pretty nice. Yeah, I'm liking it so far. But let's not call it so much. You might jinx it. I have seen some weird occurrences happening. Some weird accidents or AI stopping in the middle of the road. I think that has more to do with buggy AI logic. But so far so good, right? I'm liking it. D.B Creation, I think, is here to stay. And I was looking for an ATS version. But I think the ATS version is what? I think it's Payware. I think you can go to their site and buy it for 150 euros, 1.5 euros, so pretty cheap. So if this continues to be very nice, I might just buy it, and so that we have something for ATS as well. Because ATS definitely needs a lot of density in those interstates. So you let me know if you like the amount of traffic you're seeing right now, if this looks realistic. I am liking the variety of trucks, different trailers. We can see the different kinds thanks to Traffic Maniac traffic packs, Sizzle's trailer and everything. Quite nice actually on the road. And things are still smooth, right? I don't think we should have gotten super heavy FPS loss. I think my rig can handle it more or less. So I think this one is here to stay. I think we found our traffic mod. Thanks a lot to everybody. Thanks a lot to your contributions, your comments, your suggestions. This looks like a very nice choice, guys. Amazing work. So yeah, we'll keep this. Now, with regard to the career options. Oh crap, please don't pull out. Sorry, you'll need to stop there. Thank you. When it comes to career options, a lot of people seem to like the idea of having no loans. I'm more than happy with that as well. So we keep saving money until we buy our truck in cash. No loaning from the bank. So that's an additional challenge. The problem there is it's going to take a lot longer. Normally, when you loan from the bank, you can buy your own truck as soon as you hit level 3 or level 4. So it's much faster. But if we buy our truck in cash... Oh, dang it. Yeah, there was a cop behind me. Okay, you have to be very careful with that. We just lost 120 euros with a penalty. Man. Okay. Have to be a bit more discerning. Because yeah, if we're buying things in cash, every penny definitely counts. Thankfully, we won't have to pay for tolls and whatnot. The employer takes care of this for us. There you go. But yes, we have to be very careful about traffic violations, accidents and whatnot. Okay, looking good. Man, beautiful sunset outside. What time is it anyway? 8 PM, wow. Okay. Yikes. So it looks like it will be going dark on us, but I think we're almost there anyway. So hopefully it doesn't go full dark, just sunsetty dark. So anyway, yes, so we can go with that. I think I'm okay with that plan, that we continue with no loan challenge. But yes, that means we'll have to level up a lot. I'm not sure if we'll reach like level 8, level 10 before we manage to buy our own truck. I'll also probably buying an older classic truck so that it's cheaper. That makes sense, right? And if you're starting off your company, you probably won't want, or you'll want it, but you can't afford a brand new state-of-the-art next-gen Scania or anything like that. So you'll probably settle with a second-hand 90s truck. I'm actually hoping that by the time we have money, Muhammad's Scania 143 will be released. If you guys haven't heard, so we have the Scania 143, the Scania 3 series, available for a long time by Equalizer, and people have updated that to the recent version, but there are some how do you say, the model is not the best, and apparently they found something which is nicer. So Muhammad and the other members of that team are creating a 143 at Scania 3 series out of a new model, a different model set, which is much better, they say. So I'm hoping that by the time we have enough money, that mod is ready, so we can use that, the Scania 3 series, as our first truck. I think that will be perfect. That should be a lot cheaper than buying a brand new modern truck. So that means we can afford to save less and still buy our own. But in the meantime, we can enjoy our truck here, or different trucks, right? Different brands, every job. Checking out different config options, very creative combinations of accessories. So that can work, and I'm happy with that approach. But yes, one question I would like to check with you guys. I'm not sure if I'd like to get your suggestion, but I think it would be best if I do some jobs offline so that we can get there quicker. I'm not so sure, because right now every job I do in this profile is an episode in the series. Now you let me know. Is that guy crossing? No. Now you let me know if you want to buy our own truck faster. Okay, take note, we were not going to get a loan, and right now we're just level 1. Imagine, just a rough estimate, we'll need to get to level 10 before we're able to afford our own truck without loans. So it will take a while. It will take, I don't know how many episodes, 100 episodes, maybe less than that, 50, but a lot before we buy our own truck. So are you guys okay with that, or would you rather me drive offline some so we can speed up the leveling up process and take you with me from time to time so we can enjoy the journey? So yes, you guys let me know. I'm not sure if I can follow what you recommend, but as always, I'll try my very best to incorporate them. Okay, so keep me posted, comment away, let me know what you prefer. Record every trip, every episode, or it's okay to skip some so we level up faster. I do some offline drives. Man, I'm liking the traffic density here. So far, we haven't encountered a weird traffic bug. So far, the AI has been behaving. Looks like DB Creation is doing a good job. I think it even modifies some of the AI logic. To what extent, I'm not really sure. But I like it. It really feels like a real lived-in road, like you're really in a city, right? Like, look at the traffic jam, my goodness. Yeah, and for sure there will be some side effects later on. Some traffic jams and more possible traffic violations, but at least it will feel more realistic. Slow down here. Right, so we will check when we get to the parking later how this FOV would behave if we will like this FOV mod. It's a bit tricky. I've always stayed away from these FOV mirror mods before because they can be very reliant on the truck. If you have a truck mod, if you have a truck that's not part of the package or things like that. So I was always very pessimistic about trying them out, but I mean, if we're driving default trucks right now anyway, then these FOV mirrors should be perfect. Because if you remember with that, I think it was the first episode where we drove a Volvo FH, it looked very cool, but the mirrors were very bad. The FOV on the mirrors were so bad, I could hardly park. So I could not distinguish at all the distance. So yes, this mod would have been lots of help on that one. This is also one of the side effects with a realistic traffic pack. You get traffic. It's a double-edged sword. So yes, we'll need to stop longer at these intersections, especially when AI starts to hesitate like that. 1 minute per car. But I think they're following well the rules. We don't have right of way here, so this may be even a good way to plan our route, a good reason to plan our route well. You know what, I just got an idea. That would be great if you can go to map view, to the map in like a planning view, like how to say, dispatch mode. That would be great if they can add that feature. A dispatch mode where the map will have more details in it, like each intersection you will be able to see which, coming from which direction you will have right of way, if you have to stop, so that you can route yourself, so that you're always, as much as possible, traveling across where you have right of way, so you have minimal stops. That is where the exciting thing will happen. When you're planning your route, when you're planning your journey, you'll be acting like a dispatcher, and you'll be able to plan the exact route, take the exact roads, because that amounts to fuel savings, fuel and time savings. And time is money. Fuel is money. Yeah, I remember, what was it? Was it UPS? Some global logistics company. I read an article about them. I think I shared it before, and now it's fully dark. That what was it? Their trucks only make right turns or something like that, because right turns are easier, less stopping compared to when doing left turns at intersections. So they plan their routes that way. And if in truck sim we have that visibility on each intersection, knowing which side of the road we should be coming from to always have right of way, then we can manipulate our GPS, right? Our legs. You can manipulate the route. So even though in terms of kilometers it might be a bit more, because you have to go around a bit more, overall you're traveling faster and less stopping. So you can imagine the amount of fuel, how much more fuel you'll get or you'll consume when you stop a lot. Imagine a 30-ton truck that is fully stopped, immobile, how much force that requires to move, to get it moving. That's what you have to contend with every time you do a full stop, as compared to when things are rolling and you just need to make it faster. You know, the momentum is there already, just building on top of it. So yeah, that's one new idea that I got. I hope SCS would implement that sometime. A dispatch mode will make it a bit more, although it's less of a truck driver role and more of a truck company role, right? It's not really the truck driver that decides the route, I would imagine. It's more the dispatcher. But then again, if you have a company and you're hire employees, then you are kind of the manager, right? So kind of makes sense that you also plan the routes, or at least your routes, your personal routes. That would be great to have. Right, let's park this thing. That looks good. Let's see if I can park this thing without looking outside. Oh yeah, speaking of challenges as well, there was one person, I forgot the name, sorry, but recommending a no GPS challenge kind of deal. I remember we did that before, basically turning off the GPS where we're going. That sounds exciting, although I'm not sure if I can manage that. A 20-minute episode might turn into a 1-hour episode. But yeah, the no GPS challenge can work if you can read the signs, if there are landmarks. I think a no GPS challenge will be useful, or will be possible, a bit more feasible when you have that actually works, I think. There we go. Wow, that's great. Amazing FOV mod. Yeah, I think the no GPS challenge works if you have a decent map. Like, if you go to the map view, if you can see like certain landmarks in here, which is very hard to do, I imagine. So you have to count the number of junctions, which is a bit harder, but it's doable. We can try that. Maybe I can try that next episode. We'll see if I get lucky. Right, let's deliver this. How much do we earn from here? 3,000. Oh my goodness, this is going to take a while. These were level 2 now. So we can take a longer distance job that should pay a bit more. We have 12k now. Let's say we have to earn 100k at the very least. So we have to do this 10 more times. That's not too bad. We can manage that. What episode are we in? Episode 3 times 10, episode 30. So maybe around episode 20. Anyway, you guys let me know in the comments what you think. Thanks for watching. I'll think if I want to record another one, or wait for your comments before I do it. Have a good day, everybody. Clumsy Trucking. Catch you in the next episode. Looking forward to your comments as always. Have fun and bye-bye.